Welcome and thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you get all the videos that I upload. Please like and share the video. So today I will be showing you how to install C++ on Windows, the C++ compiler to be specific, how to install your Visual Studio Code, and then how to run your first C++ program in VS Code. Now, without further ado, let us begin. So you want to head off to whatever browser you will be using. I will be using Chrome. So the first thing that I will install is C++ compile. Now you just wanna quickly check that you do not have C++ in your PC. You can use the G++ command. It will tell you that C++ is not recognized. So that means you don't have C++ installed in your computer. Now let us install that. So what you wanna do is to head over to the main GW, type in main GW, and then head over to this website here, the Minimalist GNU Windows SourceForge. Now you go there, it will give you the latest version. So the latest update was 2021. Just click the download here. Wait for it to download. There is the download. It's done downloading for me. Then you open that. You would have downloaded the main GW installer manager setup queue. So install that. So just choose where do you want your main GW package installer to be located. So mine will be just in the C drive under this folder. So continue. Just give it a second to install. And then it's done. Click continue. Then we'll open the main GW install. So what you wanna do is to select the min32 G++, mark that for installation, then also choose the base, mark that for installation. You wanna add these two, then install, apply changes, apply, and wait for it to install. So now if you read on that window, all changes were applied successfully. You may close this dialog. So now C++ is done installing, close that. Now the second part of the installation that you need to do is to set up C++ in your environmental variables. So you can just search environmental system variables, then click here. Then you will need to set up your C++ environmental pack here. Now, what you want to do is that you want to head over to where you installed your C++, which as you've seen, it was on the C inside the main GW, and then head over to bin there and get the exit. This is the executable files folder. Copy that, head over to your environmental variables. Now, if you see here, I did have C++ installed, but I uninstalled it now. It did not remove this path. Now let me delete that. So to put in a new one, just click new there, and then paste the path, which is min-w. Make sure that you have been there, and then okay, okay, okay. Now what you wanna do, if you had a terminal window open, you'd wanna close that and reopen it so that it can load. Now let us test if we have our C++ installed correctly. You can just check the version. So you can see that C++ has been installed successfully. The command is working, so this means that C++ is installed. Now, to move over to the next part of our video, which is how to install VS Code. Now for VS Code as well, head over to your browser, type Visual Studio Code, and then the first website there, which is Visual Studio Code Editing Redefined, click here, and then you click the drop down here and select your corresponding operating system, which mine is Windows. So I will download the stable version for Windows and then start download. Then it will just download your Visual Studio executable, which you will use to install your Visual Studio. Visual Studio completed. Now we have the executable to install. Open that file location. Then you must just accept the license agreement here. That's how fast I read it. And then next. So here what you want to do is just to choose where do you want your VS Code to be located. Now for me, this is a good users, a data local problem. Okay, that's fine. And then next. So you must make sure that these 2 points at the bottom here are clicked. Next. Then install VS Code. So VS Code has been finished. Click finish. And then boom. There is your VS Code. So it brought back some of my C++ files that I had. Now, the other 2 important things that you need to make sure that are included in your VS Code before you could be able to run. Sorry for that. Let me remove this. So the other 2 extensions that you need to install before you can be able to run the C++ code. Let me show you the 2. So the first one that you must include. So you come on this extensions, click here, then it will give you that search option. So for me, they are already up there, but if you don't have them already suggested, that type C++, And then you must install this first one, which is written Microsoft C++ IntelliSense. Now, this for me has already been installed. So click there, click installed, then it will install that. The second one that you need to include is called Code Runner. This is the one. Click on it and then install. Mine has been installed already. Now, let us run our first C++ code. Now you want to come to the open editors. There are no folders. Now you can create a folder, new folder, choose your location where this will be. Mine, I will just put it inside everything C++ extended. Then let me create test folder. Oh, sorry, there's no test folder there. Let me create test folder. Then I want to choose test folder. Now I'm inside my test folder. Now let's create our first C++ program. So yes, trust these authors. Now I will create a test file. The extension should be .cpp for a C++ program. So for us to use the cout, because that's the only thing I want to use on this code, we need our iostream header file. And then instead of writing that namespace every time I write cout and end line, I'm going to just define the namespace here, std. And then obviously to run the code, I need a main. And then also you need to return 0 at the end. Then I'm going to cout Tertiary C++ and line, and there is your code. I would say it does not hashtag include as detected. Please update your include path string. Squiggles disabled for this translation unit. Okay, after installing our VS Code and writing our first class, let us close VS Code and reopen it. See if this will help configure everything. Now there. So if you run your code now, apologies for that. This will interrupt us. But yeah, so I just had to close and reopen VS Code so that it can configure everything that we had installed. And after installing it, you have to close and open it. Now, that is your first program in C++. Run code. There you go. Now, for some of the people that will install VS Code, you might find out that your output is when you write your cout, it is shown on the output part. Now, this will be a problem in terms of CIN. If you want to take user input and you your display is outputting on the output part, you will not be able to take the user input. So in order to fix that, just go to files, go to preferences, go to settings, and then your settings, go to extensions, scroll down and look for run code configurations. On the run code configuration, scroll down and look for run in terminal. So if this is unchecked, please check this, run in terminal, and then close your settings. You might want to close and reopen your VS Code so that it configures that settings if it is not configured when you run. Now, whenever you click run now, your code should run properly. Change that and maybe go C++, make it simple, and then run that, and there you have it. There's your output. And then you have just installed C++ compiler, you have installed VS Code, and you will be able to run all your programs now using the C++ compiler on VS Code. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video.